Hey guys, how are we doing? I couldn't even wait for the music to finish to get this stream back underway. Thank you guys so much for your patience during our technical issues earlier. If you were around, people in the chat asking for the song name. This is actually music I've written myself. This is yeah, it's all kind of stuff that I do in my spare time. Well, I haven't written anything new for a while except for the stuff I've been working on for Corey. Anyway, we are back. Hello. Let me adjust the webcam just a smidge so you guys can see me. Hello. Hello. Welcome back. We almost had a cameo from one of our cats, but he's jumped off the table now. So, yeah, I just updated the stream title and stuff. We're not on Hypixel anymore. We are finally back on the PixlRift. And the first game we can play is Spot the Chunk Errors because these have happened. We still have a couple of issues that we need to iron out on the server, but everyone's player data is hopefully going to be intact now. People logging out and logging back in will still have the same stuff. The pirate ship is still there. Unfortunately, bits of it are kind of over here as well, somewhere. Well, they were there before. I think Kane has actually got rid of them now. But yeah, like we had a couple of duplication issues. Most of this stuff is actually unique to the server because of the presets. So like stuff like this isn't actually a chunk error. This is just part of the naturally generated terrain. However, that is clearly a monolith. It's an abomination. It will be destroyed. So welcome to the PixlRift. This is my patron server. I will say this once and only once, actually, to be fair. I'll probably repeat myself a bunch of times throughout this stream, but this is a server that people who support me on Patreon can join as like a thank you to them. It's like anyone who donates $8 or more to me on Patreon basically gets to join the server as a thank you to them for the support that they show to my channel, basically. So anybody who beefs in the chat about like this being a pay to play server, that's not the way it works, and you guys don't really get what we're trying to do here. Anyway, I'm pretty sure your place is still intact, David. I think the chunk errors seem to mainly have been located around spawn here, although, yeah, half of that tower was just consumed by another one of these at one point. So, yeah, we might have a couple of surprises still in store, but me and Kane are going to work from backups, and we're going to restore stuff like this to the way it was before. So, yes, people in the chat are already asking if Mrs. Rifts is around. She's over there on the sofa listening to some stuff on her laptop, so she might make an appearance later for you guys who are fans. Hey again, Vic Games, welcome back to the stream. I kind of like the Abominable Monolith too, in a way. I feel like I should use this stream to like turn it into a statue or something. Guys, there's actually a witch on the witch hut. That's awesome. I haven't actually seen witches around there for a while because, you know, she's actually kind of taking shelter in the... Oh, GG. Slow is already falling off of stuff. This is fantastic. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you see me okay? Is everything working fine on the stream? Is there a spider in the water? You can be right, there is. Can I send you the song through Twitter? I can do better than that. I can actually leave a link to it in the chat. Give me a second. http:// it's on SoundCloud right now. Under the artist name Hurrah the Dinosaurs. So if you click on that link, then you should be taken to the song, the main kind of song, the one I use for the theme for my YouTube channel is called Sapphire Heights Act 1, and I've used a couple of the other bits of music from there in my YouTube videos as well. So feel free to take a look at that. I did want to kind of put together a whole album of stuff and then publish like a link to that once I had a little bit more to show for it, but yeah, I don't really get the time to do it these days. It takes a lot of energy to do that. Hello Noah, welcome to the stream. Thank you for saying I'm awesome. I really appreciate it. I'm very, very glad. You know who's awesome? Kane, because Kane has been working since we went on Hypixel to get the server back up and running and make sure everyone's player data is intact. So props to Kane. Show some hearts for Kane in the chat because he is the hero of this stream right here. So yeah, KB is turning up with an arrow. He's taken an arrow to the knee. Oh goodness. He's a witch. There is a witch over there somewhere. I do remember you, the person who was asking me to name a hoe after them. Yes, that has not yet happened, but it might in future. Never know. Probably not right now. Right now, I'm going over to the post office because I've been leaving a couple of things in each person's chest who has just joined the server. Everyone's banners are now in here, and I'm going to steal a copy of each of them. I'm only going to give them one, but then they can copy it with a blank banner of the original colour. So it's a white banner in the case of Eric. So I'm going to copy Aislin's banner as well. Yay, hearts for Kane83. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. Whose banner? Yeah, I've done Germ's banner as well. Need to get one of those on the go. Kane83 is a pro. He's an absolute pro. Speedway Racers I haven't made yet. Dave Gaming's I haven't made yet. Zlo's and Dragon Slayers I haven't made yet either. So let's get on that now. I'm still in creative mode, so we're going to do a little bit of that. Thepic Gamer, is it a Thepic Gamer or the Epic Gamer? I don't know how you want to say it. I probably won't have the time, to be honest, but like it's one of those things where I really have to pick and choose when I do collabs and where I do collabs and who with. And I'm sorry if you know it's it's just one of those things where I have to know like where and when to spend my time. And I'm pretty much snowed under with the stuff I have to do. Plus, I'm supposed to be like applying for jobs and stuff at the same time. So, I wish you the best of luck with your server. I hope you have a fantastic time with it. Keep making YouTube content because that is absolutely awesome if you do it. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to. Don't think I'll be able to join you on your server, I'm afraid. So we're going to start off with what else do we need? We need ink, more lapis. And yeah, I'm kind of cheating in all of the ingredients for this and stuff. Hello. Kane has joined us in the post office. Going to grab some ink and some bone meal. And yeah, I kind of wish there was a way I could get the banner design sort of screen up on the screen so you guys could see it. But I'm going to have to work from my laptop for now because I haven't planned this very well in advance. Oh, you haven't made videos? Well, you should, because making videos is awesome. And yeah, I wholeheartedly recommend it. It's difficult, obviously. Like you need to have the right kind of equipment and stuff to do it. I need flowers as well, but yeah, it's so rewarding. Making videos is great fun. People were asking me if I had any advice for people just starting out on YouTube. My advice is have as much fun as you possibly can, because it's all about having fun. That's all this is. What? Oh, I thought Kane was throwing stuff at me, but turns out I was just dropping banners. And last but not least, oh, Aislinn drowned? No way! I think she might have she might have drowned near the pirate ship because that has been known to spawn some people underwater. Although she did joke earlier about her death counter being kind of ridiculous on this server. So yeah, this is Dave Gaming's banner, by the way. I'm going to rename it in here so he knows it's his. Dave Gaming 2013's banner. And I'm going to leave that in his little postbox over here. Speedway Racer already has his banner design because he donated to my Patreon at the level where you could get a you could get a banner designed for you, and then he upgraded his pledge so he could join the server. So yeah, he's had his banner for a little while, but I'm going to make it for him on the server, and I think he's said he was pretty happy with it. So hopefully should be all good. Hello, Nikki. Welcome to the stream. Hi, J. Cole, as well. I recognise your name from some of Zlow's streams. So we need a light blue banner for this one. I did have to do a bit of work off camera to make sure. Well, Kane, to be fair, did a bit of work off camera to make sure that our creeper protection field, our force field, the creeper force field, was enabled at the Citadel because, yeah, we had a couple of creeper incidents whilst people were exploring a little bit. If anybody needs some food, by the way, help yourselves to... I don't think you can open the chests in the pirate ship anymore because spawn protection is on. So I'm going to give Zlo some steak. Have some steak, Zlo. Yeah, if you guys want to find... your post box in the post office, I will throw some steak. Oh, excuse me, I've just eaten, so have to excuse me burping every now and again. I will throw some steak in everyone's post box so you don't all starve to death. So find your way to the Citadel and enjoy your steak. You're starving, yeah, Ruben. I definitely had to eat something after we finished the stream the other day, like today, earlier today. Wow, it is thundering. There's actually some fireworks going off in my local area right now because I don't know if you guys know, if you're from the UK then you'll know this, but November 5th. Why can't I pick up all the steak? Is it because I'm in creative mode? I think I am. Yeah, November 5th is a big deal over here because it's the anniversary of some dudes trying to blow up Parliament, and so Yeah, we let off fireworks and stuff. It's weird. It's basically our 4th of July, except instead of getting independence, we got people not blowing up the government. Which, I don't know, I guess was a thing. So what else do I need for this? Yeah, so anyway, people have been letting off fireworks for the last couple of days, and they still are. The official date for it is November the 5th, but yeah, Guy Fawkes Day, that's the one. That's the one. What do we need with this? We need a yellow gradient. Zlo has just come in here, and I haven't finished his banner yet, so I will get working on that. Creepy noises outside. He's still going. He's still going. This is Speedway Racer's banner, and I'm gonna have it finished in just a second. Don't make me come out there and kill you, Zlo. Now, this is not a PvP server. I'm sure people are aware of that, but yeah, this is a kind of player versus environment server. It's community, it's friendship, it's all the love and stuff. This is Speedway Racer's banner. He kind of wanted a wheel to be involved with it, so I kind of did this gradient pattern around the outside with the brick pattern. I thought that turned out pretty well. And the Endermen are enjoying the weather. Always good. Where is Zlo's banner going to be? This one. I like this one. This one turned out pretty well. What am I doing? What am I doing, Matthias? I am making people's banners. And then I'm going to put a copy of each of them up in the town hall because, yeah, I need to make a copy of these banners. Because we have everyone else's banners up there already, so I feel like it's a good place to kind of show the banners of everyone who's donated to me on Patreon. I think that's a lot of fun. We've got Aislins already, so we need to make Zlo's, which is, I think, one of the only ones that involves a wither skull. So he's going to have to be very careful not to lose this one. And it's a black banner to start off with. We need some cactus green, because cactus green is a good colour for zombies. Could you use the music for intros and outros? I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. I kind of like having it as my own music for now. I mean, feel free to download and listen to it. I'm not sure if downloading is even like an option on SoundCloud right now, with the settings I have enabled and stuff. Feel free to download it and listen to it for personal use, but I'm not sure how I feel about people using it for their videos right now. Mainly because one of the patron rewards that I offer is like doing an intro music kind of thing for people, so I feel like it's kind of cheating people out of their donation money if we do it that way. I don't know, like we'll figure something out eventually. Let's grab that. We need a red dot in the middle of there. We need yellow up the top there. We need black vines around it, and we need a wither skull in the middle like this. And that is Zlo's banner for this server. I mean, he can use it if he wants to. But yeah, that's the banner I designed for him for supporting me on Patreon. So, Zlo EXP's banner. And I will leave a copy of that in here for myself and leave one in his chest for him. The Sharp is back and asking me to play UHC. Hi Aislinn, how are you doing? Yay! Welcome to the post office. Glad you're not drowning this time. Because yeah, that was unfortunate that you logged in and immediately drowned. We have 2 people with the name Dragon Slayer on this server, which is going to be a little bit difficult. But yeah, one of these is hi. I can't spell hi apparently. Your post box is up here. Oh, crap! I I just destroyed your post box. Don't worry, I will get it back. I will get it back. I always forget I'm in creative mode and do stuff like that, which is kind of terrible. We had bows. We had a piece of acacia. And we had one of your banners and some steak. Enjoy your steak. Sorry about that. Am I going to have a live stream on Mineplex? I will at some point, yeah. Is there a list to get of players online? Hold down tab, Eric. Oh, the other thing is we have B-Ran's fantastic, I think he calls it B-Lock. It's a, let me get rid of the rain. It's a system that lets you know where you are on a map based on your kind of radius to certain things. So right now we have light blue on 4 of us. That means we're in the Citadel area. That means we're in this like walled area here. OMG, what's up? You like the banner? I'm glad you like the banner. Um, and yeah, um, outside of that is white, and then if you go into the Nether, your name shows up red, that kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. What's your favourite film? Mine is V for Vendetta. Oh, V for Vendetta's a good film. I haven't watched that for a while, actually. Um, so yeah, I'm not sure what my I need to name this banner, don't I? Not sure what my favourite film is. I have a few, depending on who I'm talking to and who asks. Um, because yeah, in terms of like a lot of my audience is kids, so in terms of kids films, Monsters Inc. is my favourite, and to be honest, is one of my favourite films even as an adult. Uh, the banner is lovely. Do people not say lovely? I like the way you're saying that like it's a Kane83 quote. Um, oh, well, I'm glad you like that. That's awesome. It's good to hear. Um, it's a Kane83 quote. Lovely. Um, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, if people ask what my favourite film is, I usually say Monsters Inc. or The Usual Suspects, which are two very different films. So yeah, do I even like UHC? I love UHC. I'm terrible at it, and I will end up playing some at some point, but just not right now. Kane says it a billion times in the recordings. Oh, fair enough. I wasn't aware that was one of his catchphrases. Uh, but yeah, we need to crack on with these banners. I'm kind of dithering around here. I need to be making these banners a little bit faster. I've already got a ton of lime green dye, so we need vines, we need grey dye, we need black dye. Okay, cool. So we start off with grey banner. Banner making is kind of one of my favourite things. I really enjoy it. It's quite cool. Hence why I decided to make that a reward on Patreon, because I was like, yeah, I can design people some pretty cool banners. My banner is the best one. No having banner wars, guys. Um, because I'm really happy with all of the banners that I've done for people. I think they're all pretty good. I like to make a banner that represents people. You know. Do I like toilet paper? That's a question. I love toilet paper. It's so convenient. Imagine if we didn't have toilet paper. Actually, don't imagine that. That's gross. I dread to think what would happen if we didn't have toilet paper. So yes, toilet paper is an invaluable resource. Now, oxide daisies are a thing that I should also have. And we need one of those, and we need that to be green. And then the last thing we're going to do with this one is a cross pattern over the top, like so. And this banner belongs to is this King Edward III? Yes, this is King Edward III, who goes by Dragon Slayer 22 elsewhere on Twitter and on YouTube and stuff. But yeah, this is going to be his banner. So King Edward III's banner. Grab a copy of that. We've got 8 new banners to put up in the town hall, which is awesome. I'm very very happy with that. Where's your head at? No, there's there's your chest, right? And I'll throw some steak in there as well. Everyone getting steak today. I like it. And last but not least, we have the banner of Too Easy, or the other Dragon Slayer. 2 Dragon Slayers, one of whom is called Dragon Slayer 22, which makes things even more complicated. There we go. Are you whitelisted yet? Yes, you should be. Yes, you are King Edward III. You are whitelisted. You are free to log in. I sent you the server stuff to your email. I sent you the server address to your email. So please no giving that out. Anybody who has that, I want that to remain a secret. And yeah, you guys can all log in and play whenever now. And we need red. We've got plenty of red here. We need oxide daisy. We've got that. We need more vines. And this one also has a wither skull. Because sometimes I just can't resist putting hard to obtain items on people's banners. But that's fine, because we can duplicate it here, and then they can just copy it from a blank grey banner. How much do you have to pay to play? This is a difficult question, because I don't like to think of this server as pay to play. People who donate $8 to me are allowed to access the server as a thank you for supporting my channel. This is not a server that I want to be like a pay to play kind of thing. I basically just want this to be a reward for anybody who's kind enough to support me on Patreon. So yeah, it is $8 a month. on Patreon is the reward tier that allows you to get onto the server. But obviously, like if you want to play with me another time and you can't afford to pay on Patreon, then that's not a problem because we will have other events. We'll be on Hypixel. We'll do a ton of stuff like that. So please don't feel bad if you can't donate or anything like that. It's all good. This I think should be right. Yes, and this is the other Dragon Slayer's banner. X Dragon Slayer. Oh, it's Dragon _ Slayer X's banner. Got me one of those. Duplicate that real quick so I have a copy. Pop that in the chest, and finally we can go and hang these up in the town hall. I'll get rid of all of the extra stuff. And am I going to play COD Black Ops? No, probably not. My channel, it wasn't really necessarily an intentional choice, but it's kind of a PG-friendly channel, and I know a lot of kids watch Black Ops videos. It's also not kind of my style of game, really. I don't really like FPS games all that much, and there are probably tons of people who play Black Ops who are much better than me, and so forth, so I don't really want to kind of enter into that arena. I think there are people who would make those videos a lot better than I would make them. So there's your answer. No Black Ops for me. Instead, Minecraft. So this is the existing banners of the people on the server. We have ER, who's also Whimsical Rose on the server. That's KB, I believe. Eric, that's not... We have two Erics on the server now. This is going to be a problem. Alchemist MC, who is Eric Lee, and then we have Eric Bryan, who is the banner I'm actually holding right now. That's Corey, that is Sparky D, and that one is Jordan's, I believe. So we're going to throw these guys up here, and wow, we are going to have to find somewhere else to put banners before long, because we've got a ton of people on the server now, and I'm running out of room to put some of these. So let's put Slow down there, let's put Dragon Slayer down there. Look at that, doesn't that look great? I think that looks pretty cool. On the back of the clock face here, we're going to put a map and stuff. So are we going to play Sims 4? You know what? Kane actually has a video on his channel of us playing Sims 4 on a live stream. He has like a 4-part video kind of thing. Let me just check that I don't have anything important on me. I don't. Okay, good. Yeah, so he's got a video of us playing Sims 4 on his channel. So I recommend going and checking that out, because that's a lot of fun. I could potentially set the spawn area to be like a single block if I wanted to, Epic Gamer. That's not really a problem. We just haven't had the time to do it because we were too busy trying to fix the server from things like this happening. Yes, we have chunk errors, but we're going to deal with those another time, I think. Right now, it's time to do some cool stuff. We have this new pirate ship over here, and I wanted to add a little bit more detail to it, but I think this is pretty good as like a central world spawn point now. I kind of want to build a path leading to spawn from here, so I'm going to stay in creative mode for now and build some stuff kind of going up the hill and over here, because people are a little bit confused about how they got to the citadel once they got here. So yeah, I also really want to turn that into a statue now that it's there instead of editing it out. Yeah, I do want to do some more of the Sims 4 series, Kane. I think that was a lot of fun when we did it, and we did it on a 24-hour live stream event with the guys from the Fifth Choice server. But I really do think we should do something like continuous with that. We also need to play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, which I've been talking to you about recently, and I know I'm kind of starting to sound like a broken record about it, but I do think we need to get on that, because that looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it has the potential to go very, very wrong, but that makes for good video, so that's kind of the way things roll around here. Let's kind of build this. I want like a staggered sort of path over here, so I kind of want it to be a little bit ramshackle and disjointed and stuff. How's everyone doing? Has anyone joined us who was here for the end of the last stream? I'm going to have to burp again. Do I know nobodies? I don't know him personally, but he's... Excuse me, there we go. He's been part of my community since... since everybody else has, really, since kind of the heyday of the OMG Chad video, and yeah, he's kind of been a kind of a key member of the community recently. He's a cool guy, so I've gotten to know him now that he's on the Patreon server with us as well. I've gotten to know him reasonably well, I would say. Um, so yeah, I do kind of, I think I can say I know him at this point. We've got a bit of a path going on there. At least that's a little bit more obvious. Could maybe put some stuff in the walls over here. I want to put some glowstone or something around just to make it so that the way is lit, because otherwise that's not going to help, is it? Otherwise people are potentially going to encounter a few creepers and things around along here, so kind of want to make sure that that's not going to be a problem for people. There's going to be torchable. Let's kind of build this like gangway down here. I was trying to get rid of the torch and I just completely destroyed those planks. I like the fact that you have to walk the plank basically to to get down here. But there we go. So that's at least kind of saying go this way, and then once you come over the top of here, the citadel is in the distance and you kind of know where you're going. And then the settlement is out there to the left. I do read the chat. The chat is moving really fast for me right now. So I'm sorry if I can't really keep up very well. Yeah, Synchronized Gamer, if you haven't seen the title change, refresh the page, because I did change it before I actually started the stream. So yeah, let's build kind of like a little bridge over here as well. I kind of want to do something like this. Let's grab some more spruce wood slabs. Everything I build is just going to be out of oak and spruce. That just tends to be the way I do things these days. I've been back into using oak wood a little bit more. I didn't use oak wood for ages because I just wasn't that into it, but you know, that happens. Sometimes I just kind of go in phases of stuff. Yeah, you know that where you kind of go, I don't really like this for a while, and then you try it again and you're like, actually that's not that bad. I do that with food all the time. Like for ages I didn't like mushrooms. And you guys know my history with mushrooms if you've watched my channel, but in terms of like the actual food, you know, are there any plugins on the server? I don't think there are, really. It's pretty much just a straight up vanilla server. We don't have anything kind of crazy going on right now. We have a couple of command block installations that B-Ran helped me do, but they're nothing fancy. They're nothing that changes survival gameplay. They just kind of allow for a couple of interesting features, like the fact that people's names are blue when they enter the Citadel, that kind of thing. Oh, it's raining again. It'll do that. It'll do that from time to time. I keep toggling the rain on and off when I'm building on here, but yeah, kind of a cute little bridge. I kind of like that. That's okay. I want to put in some supports of some kind just to make sure it looks quite nice. Some oak fences maybe, stuff like this. That's the problem with it though, is it's going to need support from underneath. Can I put them under there? I always feel weird about connecting fences to stairs. I just think it doesn't look quite right because it's got this little overlap kind of thing going on here. But I don't know, I suppose it could work. If I put a slab in there and a slab in there, then that could look a little better, actually. Wait, who is this Kane guy? Yes, exactly. This Kane guy who's kind of... He's my rock. He's the bedrock of everything I do. I can't use a phrase that involves the word bedrock without thinking of Minecraft now. That's just one of those weird things, you know? Or like frenemy of the server. You guys are too mean to Kane. He has been doing work to make sure that we have a server that's actually playable today, so I think you guys need to show him a bit more respect. So yeah, we have a little bridge here now. It's nothing special. It's not like super brilliantly designed or anything, but it's kind of nice. I kind of like it. Let's add a couple of torches around just to make sure we have a nice lit path, and then this can lead over into the Citadel. Yes, I think Zach is requesting a timeout. Yeah, please don't be too kind of like hardcore about asking for shout-outs, because you know it's kind of impolite when you're watching somebody else's stream, and like if you just want to say hello and you want me to talk to you, then the easiest way to do that is just to like ask interesting questions or maybe contribute to a discussion in some way. Kane has just got to the point of the stream where I say he needs respect. So yeah, Aretha Franklin's Aretha Franklin impressions coming out of the woodwork now. I feel like that's kind of nice. It's simple and effective. Who took Kane's stuff? I don't know. Who did take Kane's stuff? Did Kane have stuff? Let's go gravel. Gravel, gravel, gravel. Just have a little bit of that in the path. A sprinkling of gravel. What am I doing? Haven't been here for the last hour. I've only been here for the last 20 minutes. I'm currently building a path from the pirate ship on the patron server to the Citadel, because that's now officially the place where people will spawn in when they join the server. And I'm very happy about that. It's taken a little bit of work and apparently several chunk errors to to get this kind of figured out, but now we actually have a workable spawn point, whereas previously people were just spawning in a field. So I kind of like this setup better. I think it's kind of cool, and you can walk through a little bit of the swamp. You can see the witch hut on the right there, and then you can just wander on into the city and be safe from creepers and things. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Mash Dash. I'm glad you like my work. Yeah, Dragon Slayer, you can talk to me in the Skype chat for the patron server. That's absolutely fine. I try not to use Skype too much for like chatting one-to-one with people that I don't really know that well. Like, I use it to talk to my family and stuff as well. So yeah, I'd appreciate it if you could kind of keep the Skype, the like questions and stuff on Skype to a minimum, if it's all possible. But obviously, if you have stuff that you want to talk about, then please feel free, and we'll. I'm sure we can have a bit of a chat. I'm not offering like one-to-one lessons or anything via Skype. That's not something I'm going to do right away. And if I did it, I would probably end up doing that as like a separate patron reward. So that's the way we go. Thank you, Skylar. I'm glad you like the builds. Can I make a tutorial for how to make a server? Not really my area of expertise, given that I have a ton of chunk errors all over my current server right now. The tutorial would basically be buy a server hosting package from somebody. and then just start the world from scratch. Like, the only thing with this world is that I built all of this in single player, and then I uploaded it to the server once I'd bought it, and that is, you know, that's a whole different process, and I'm not really into making technical tutorials for stuff like FTP transfer, that kind of thing. And I know that's kind of redundant because the T in FTP stands for transfer. Yeah, I made a pirate ship. I didn't do this on a video. I actually did this before the stream started earlier, and I just decided to make a pirate ship, and it turned out quite well. I thought it was alright. It's not the absolute best thing I've ever designed. It's fairly plain, but I wanted it to be plain just in case people logged in and had a bit of trouble, like, with, you know, lag and stuff. Like, I didn't want to make it hyper detailed in case it just lagged everybody out with all of the item frames and stuff I would put in it, but it could probably use a couple of barrels, right? So let's do that right now. I'll throw in a bunch of jungle wood kind of around here and there, and bits of rope and stuff. That's what you normally have on ships, isn't it? So let's throw down some barrels. We can get some stone pressure plates on those to look like lids, or maybe just wooden ones would be better. I kind of like those. Those feel like they have a bit of character. And then we can put a button on the side of this. Obviously this isn't going to affect anything like redstone wise. This is just, you know, have fun with a barrel. The pirate ship reminds you of Windhelm from Skyrim. You know, I've never actually played Skyrim. I have it on my Xbox, just never given it the time, because I know it would suck my entire life away if I did. Levers are good. I've been putting wooden buttons on here, but I think they look pretty good as levers, because those look like, you know, belaying pins and stuff that you would tie stuff to. I don't really know a great deal about ships, so anyone who actually knows about shipbuilding probably thinks this is not the best ship they've ever seen. I kind of went on a couple of reference images from Google and did the rest of it by the seat of my pants, to be honest. Will I use endstone in the spawn? I do have a couple of builds that have... I don't know if it's actually endstone in. You know, I think it might be at the top. Yeah, I have a little bit of endstone here. So I've got some regular endstone there, but like endstone brick and stuff, yes, we'll definitely be using some of that. I don't know if it's going to end up in the Citadel anywhere, but I'll definitely end up using it for my own builds for sure. And yes, we'll be upgrading to 1.9 when the update comes out. Really excited for it. A little bit concerned about how it's going to treat some people. Just going to check my video settings are okay. The server render distance is at like 10, so I shouldn't really have it any higher than that. And just having the fog in the distance is kind of cool. But yeah, it's been raining for a little while now. I'm going to turn the rain off. I'm going to abuse my ability to use commands on this server, and I'm going to turn the rain off just so it's a little bit nicer out for people just joining the server. I don't really want mobs and stuff to spawn because there's like thunderstorms and things. Or make a tutorial for how I record my screen. Well, That in itself is not particularly exciting. And people have been asking me to make like gaming setup videos for a while and stuff, and like my gaming setup is not really anything special. I think it's been made more special recently by the addition of a new monitor, but yeah, enough about that, not to worry. I've been playing Minecraft for a few hours. Yeah, Minecraft though is all for video content for me. Like I would probably play. I've been playing Minecraft on my own for a little while, but now my Minecraft life is pretty much just me making video content, and I don't know if I would make a good Skyrim series. I don't know if I would really like make a good video out of any of the Elder Scrolls stuff. It's not raining where you're starting your house. Is it going to be in the savannah? Because it doesn't rain over there. It can also snow a couple of places. Oh, hi Gilad, welcome to the stream. Awesome to have you here. Will we be selling Elytra in Spawn or not? Well, that depends entirely on whether we can find them, because I'm pretty much going to make sure that we don't have like spawned in items and stuff that much on the server. Like says the guy who's just spawned in everyone's banners, but it's going to be a case of people finding them in end ships, and then like if we're going to be selling them, then people are going to have found them in survival. That's the plan, at least. The troll, I do remember you. Yes, you are the troll. Welcome. Yeah, like Zach, I appreciate that you're kind of, if you're new to streaming especially, then yeah, it's one of those things where it's just a preference on the part of the streamer, really. But yeah, when the chat kind of gets full of people saying like talk about me, it just gets a little bit tiresome, you know. So I really appreciate you keeping that to a minimum, dude. That's very considerate of you. So yeah. Oh, hi, you're from South Africa, Luke. That's awesome. Jordan, who's on this server, is also from South Africa. South Africa's a big place, so it's not. I'm not kind of saying you guys must know each other, but yeah, like it's cool to have so many people from around the world, because yeah, I gather a ton of my followers are from like different places around the world. There's people from like Croatia and South Africa. There's even people on this server. We've got a guy from Germany, a guy from Australia. We've got tons of people who are from all kind of different places, as well as just like the US and the UK where I'm from and everything. Will I open the server for everybody? Not right away. This is going to be a patrons only server, pretty much that's the plan. I might potentially open a server that everyone can play on in future, but I would need to get the money for that, and right now the only money I make in my life is from Patreon, which is kind of sad to say. I mean, I've been doing a bit of freelance work here and there, but I still haven't got a job. All of the interviews that I've been to recently, I've come really, really close to getting the job, but they just thought somebody else was better for it. So Patreon is kind of my sole source of income right now, which is a really weird thing, and I really don't make enough money to live off through Patreon, but I definitely don't make enough money to host a server that anyone could play on, because public servers require a lot of money, because you need to make sure that there's enough like server hosting space for absolutely everybody to play on it. So sorry, I can't do that right away. In future, if I have the resources, then I absolutely will, because I love making stuff available to everybody. That's kind of why all the video content on my channel is always going to be free and so forth. Like, I don't plan on making it like subscription only at all or anything like that. Even with YouTube Red coming out, like, I'm not really interested in making any kind of exclusive content for YouTube Red subscribers. And the Minecraft terms of use have been updated to basically say that you can't do that anyway, so that's kind of like that. I'm not sure what the weather is like right now, actually. I think it's kind of cloudy. It's been cloudy all day, really. But yeah, like in England, the weather is generally persistently cloudy. You're immigrating to New Zealand from Manchester, so it's going to make it hard to watch the streams. Oh, well, that's okay. I do stream at kind of fairly different times of day as well. So, like, if you're going to be in New Zealand, I'm not sure what the time difference is exactly, but if I'm streaming at, like, 8 o'clock at night now, it's going to be 8 o'clock in the morning for you, maybe. I don't know. So, and you'll always be able to watch them on YouTube afterwards. Like, I'm pretty much uploading all of the streams that I do now. Welcome back, Kane. It's awesome having so many people on the server too. Like, this server has been pretty active over the last month. We've had a ton of people kind of like joining at the same time. People have been playing like together, and there's a real nice sense of like cooperation and stuff. Like, all of the stuff that's been built over here was just built by the group, and there's like a settlement over there with like a farm and everything. It's kind of awesome. I'm glad people like you in the chat, Dragon Slayer. That's nice. Oh, and Easy fell from a high place. Oh no. And the weather is back. Good times. Need to reset the rain cycle or something, don't we? Anyway, Oh, there we go. You had to take a break to school from school to watch because it was 10 a.m. Well, you shouldn't be taking breaks from school, but I guess if you're homeschooled, then you kind of got a bit more control of your schedule. So, hi, welcome back to the spawn point. Yeah, we have a bridge here now. We have a bridge here now. Make a mini game. I do kind of want to make a mini game at some point. We do need a death counter. Yeah, like I've been kind of considering adding like a scoreboard or something like that to the tab screen. We'll see what we can do about that. On the fifth choice server, we have really cool stuff like it tracks random stats occasionally. Like they've changed it recently so that it's I can't really say what it is now actually because then that'll give it away. But before it was like how many arrows you had crafted, and the one before that was how far you had fallen and stuff. So there's kind of really cool stuff that you can do with those scoreboard things. Hi Nicholas, how you doing? Zachary, I don't really have like a stream schedule right now. I pretty much stream whenever I want to. I'm mostly a YouTube content creator when it comes to like video making and stuff though. Like I don't really make a habit of live streaming all that often. And I'm not going to be killing anyone, Javon. Welcome to the stream. You haven't made the best start here by asking me to kill somebody, because guess what? This is a PvE server. We don't have PvP on here, and people actually fighting each other is not encouraged. We are going to build a PvP arena where people can have like scheduled like PvP combat and stuff, but we're not going to have like PvP in regular gameplay. This isn't a server where we raid people or steal people's stuff. This is kind of a cooperative server first and foremost. So yeah, no no killing, basically. Do I brush my hair when I start streaming? I don't brush my hair at all. Like I pretty much just move my hair around with my hands, and that's the most I do to it. Let's get some. I'm pretty sure there must have been torches around here before the chunk errors started happening, and this is one of them. So I'm gonna throw down a couple of torches here just so we have the place a little bit better lit. But yeah, let's work on this statue, shall we? I feel like this does need to be some kind of big statue. We're gonna like commemorate Chunk Error Gates 2015 or whatever. I look like Hitler like this. Well, that's not a very nice thing to say, is it? Is this a texture pack? This is default textures, but with lively default sky, which you can't really see right now because it's raining, but there you go. What can we turn this into a statue of? Let's see. I could set the weather to clear. I should probably do that for a little while. Never seen my face before. Yeah, I added face cam to my streams not too long ago. Let's just give ourselves a nice spell of clear weather. The stars can come out. Ah, lovely. I also noticed that this... Where is it? Okay. I was going to be like this, and it's not even there. See that little chunk up there? That is left over from a chunk error that happened above the main gate. And it's still there. And I kind of want to keep it there as like another little memorial chunk island thing. Make an archer tower. Make a creeper statue. They're tall and oblong. That's true, I guess. I kind of don't want to do anything as cliche as a creeper statue. Like if you come over here, I have these two statues guarding the. I think this is the north gate, and these are two kind of like villager warrior type of things that I really like. And this one's got a beard, and yeah, so I kind of want to do something similar to this, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe if it's because this is the swamp area over here, maybe it could be a witch or something like that. I don't know. Do I ever play Minecraft for fun without making a video? Well, I do bits and pieces offline, like off camera, but most of the stuff I do is leading up to video content in some way. Make a big carrot, or the word pix. There's a lot of statues. I don't really want to do anything egotistical and kind of make it all about me. That's the thing. Make a giant Yoda statue. Yoda's not a bad idea. He does live in a swamp, so that's not a bad suggestion. Can see what we can do about that. Or make it a villager pirate. I guess because the pirate ship is there and stuff. I think we at least need to take down a good chunk of this. And the problem here is I'm doing all of this in creative. I could put a beacon or something up here if I wanted to, but then that would give everybody in the local area haste. I guess I could probably give myself the effect for a while as well if I wanted to, but hey, let's do some stuff manually. It needs to at least be a little bit shorter, because this is kind of huge. I don't want it to be taller than anything in the citadel for a start, because that's kind of not the point. What are you doing? You're new. Hello, Ralph. Welcome to the stream. Right now, I'm deciding what to do with a massive chunk error that appeared in my swamp, and I'm deciding to keep it and turn it into some kind of statue. And people in the chat are suggesting what I can turn it into. So far, the winning suggestion is a statue of Yoda. If anyone has anything else they want to suggest in the meantime, then we can certainly give it a try. Godzilla fighting a Kraken. I don't think it's going to be like it's going to be too small for that in the end. I think to make Godzilla fighting a Kraken, it'd probably have to be one of those mountains over there or something. But yeah, Yoda seems like a popular suggestion. Could make a statue of Kane since he fixed the Great Chunk error. Yes, he did. And we were actually going to edit this out. He was going to go into MC Edit and go from a backup and edit this out. Is there a cave in here? I wonder if there's like a spawner in here or something. Wouldn't that be hilarious? But yeah, if I turn this into a statue of Yoda and it's got a zombie spawner in the middle, then that would kind of be hysterical. But yeah, I'm definitely going with the Yoda thing now. That's sold me, I think, on the subject of this statue. And all this coal is kind of going to waste, but that's fine because there's a ton of coal on this map. We have pretty extreme terrain. You guys probably have noticed that already. If you're new to this server and you're not sure what the deal is, this is an Isle Land preset. It's basically kind of halfway to being amplified, but is not fully amplified terrain. And yeah, I really love it. It creates loads of really cool floating islands. And we had this massive plains area that I turned into the Citadel. We have Savannah over there that looks pretty cool. Ton of neat stuff. It's not going to be a giant rabbit, Davin. Thank you for the suggestion, but I've seen too many rabbit statues recently. I can do without rabbits for a little while. And Yoda living in a swamp, I think, is a fantastic idea. So I'm pretty sold on it being Yoda at this point. And yes, a chunk is a 16 by 16 block column of the map, as Kane is explaining in the chat right now. And so, yeah, it's basically this entire chunk has become corrupted, and it's copied and pasted a bit of a mountain into here. I think it may even be this bit of the mountain, because that's looking suspiciously square. But I'm sure we can do something about that later. I reckon to be proper proportions for Yoda, I think it's probably going to have to be up to about there. I reckon that's a decent sort of height for a statue of Yoda. Maybe a little bit taller, maybe like there. Let's go with there. And everything above this has to go. So yeah, I'm the only one with creative privileges on the server. I mean, Kane has ops, but that's because he's been helping me out with like server admin stuff. So I'm the only one who's actually going to be building in creative on this server. Everyone else is building in survival. And I've been playing in survival most of the time as well. Like, you can see those rings over there kind of in the distance. It's a little bit difficult to see them with the render distance down. But yeah, that is something I've been building in survival. And that's going to be my house eventually. But I've been too busy with other projects and stuff to work on that very much. Can see the problems this would cause on the bright side. Yoda, yes, exactly. Got to make a silver lining from every cloud. If life gives you lemons, you make Yoda. That's the plan for today. Use World Edit with the plugin. Yeah, I could install World Edit and I could do some stuff like that, but I don't know. Like I really like building stuff manually in Minecraft, which is why most of my gameplay is survival gameplay. I don't really do a great deal with plugins and World Edit and that kind of stuff, but maybe in future, maybe as I kind of expand my Minecraft skills, then maybe World Edit will come into it somewhere. But right now, I'm pretty much just going to be building some stuff in survival and creative, vanilla style. Got to go have a shower. Bye, Synchronized Gamer. Thanks for hanging out. If you're going to be back later on, we will probably still be here. I do need to go and get a drink in a minute, though. I'm starting to get a little bit parched. A little bit parched in the throat. If life gives you lemons, make Yoda. Yes, write that one down. Put that on a t-shirt. What do we got? How are we doing here? Yeah, might need to move some of those trees and stuff out of the way as well, but yeah, we're getting there, we're getting there. This is a heck of a lot of stone to demolish in one go, but hey, there you go. Did I make Patreon? I didn't I didn't start Patreon. Patreon is a service I use to get donations from people who want to help support my channel. That's the extent of my usage of Patreon. You have to go back in 15. Okay, bye-bye. What's a Rod Gilbert? What's a Rod Gilbert quote? Did I miss something? I missed something in the chat. We also don't have any music on right now, and I want to put some music on, so let's do that. I I actually copied onto this computer my father-in-law's blues album, so you guys can listen to that because it's all pretty good. Let me know if the music is too loud at any point. Your friend Sam made Patreon, did he? That's awesome, Eric. We actually know somebody who knows who made Patreon. Hi, Aislinn. Welcome to the chat. Are you not on the server anymore? You're still on the server. How are you in the chat and on the server at the same time? How do you manage to multitask that way? Can I make a tutorial? For what? I already make tutorials. What do you want a tutorial of? Hi, These Cool Donuts. Welcome to the stream. Awesome to have you here. Today we're building a statue of Yoda because I got a massive chunk error. Yeah, I'm building a statue of Yoda. Hi. How you doing? I've got your dad's album on. Way downtown. I haven't listened to this record enough. He's a blues man. He plays the harp and he sings. He's a good guy. When I say the harp, I mean the harmonica, not like the actual, like, the harp, you know? Hi, Pepsi Clutch. How you doing? What's the next tutorial? I don't know. I don't actually have one planned for tomorrow, but so many of them I've just turned up in creative on the day and kind of gone, yeah, I'll do that. I might start making Let's Build videos, because a few people have asked for those. I'm not sure exactly what I want to build, but, you know, you guys can suggest some stuff in the chat and maybe we'll make it happen. Other AC has her chat skills down. This is true. See the build firsthand after seeing the stream was like night and day. Yeah, it's really cool exploring stuff like this. Like when I joined the Decidedly Vanilla server for the Season 1 server, it was really cool seeing all of the stuff that I'd already seen in everyone's videos, just walking around it, you know? Which album was this? I feel like Yoda would have been a blues man. There are surprising comparisons between my father-in-law and Yoda. He's got very hairy ears. No, he's got a certain wisdom about him. We'll put it that way. It's a very specific brand of wisdom. How do I stream? I use a program called OBS, and YouTube provides the information that I need to broadcast my video game stuff to the web. And I can't really get any more technical about it than that, to be honest. And my faithful team of of followers in the chat answering everyone's questions before they get to hear me answer it. If you ever have some free time, check out the channel, leave you some tips. I might have the free time at some point, but I'll give you some tips right now. Do what you do because you enjoy it. That's the one tip I always give to people who say, like, help me out with my YouTube channel. Like, it doesn't matter whether you're doing it for fun, if you're trying to make it famous or whatever. Make sure what you're doing is something you love doing. And don't expect fame to come to you, because you have to get very, very lucky for that to happen. You have to either be very, very lucky or very, very good, and very few people are both. Who do you want arrested and charged? Oh, of course it's KB. Of course it's KB. Well, we need to build a prison, so can I make a tutorial on how to make a Minecraft server? Start a single-player world. just do what the game provides for you. It's not something I'd be good at making a tutorial about, and I'm sure there are plenty of tutorials out there that are better. Basically, it involves paying people money. To get a decent hosting plan, you need to pay people money. Can be YouTube Yoda and give a little online wisdom. Yes, I can. How are you doing, Jake? You alright? Haven't heard you on Kane's streams for a little while, since you last played Unturned and then it stopped working for me. Yes, Matthias, I remember you from the last stream. I do remember you from the last stream. There's a lot of familiar names in the chat right now, which is very nice. It's always great to see people coming back and joining us for multiple streams. I'm like halfway through this, not even halfway. So I'm sorry this has been just me breaking blocks so far, but I promise you once this Yoda statue is built, it's going to look amazing. So we will go all out making Yoda. Maximum Minecraft! Hello, welcome to the stream, great to have you here. I could use /fill to remove everything. Yeah, I know, but doing stuff with /fill I get nervous because I already have a ton of chunk errors on this map as it is, so if I start filling stuff in, then I don't know, I could do massive damage because I'm not that experienced with using /fill right now, so I will avoid doing that. It's just nice to have a mindless activity to do so I can keep chatting to people as well, because once I start building this, I'm going to be paying way less attention to the chat because I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. So this is my opportunity to talk to you guys and find out how you're all doing. All is well up at uni and thought you'd see the real face, as opposed to the Cubist masterpiece, yes. Those Roblox models are something else, aren't they? If I'm in the next stream, will I remember you from this? Well, probably. To be honest, like, I don't get enough people that I completely lose track of everyone. I think my community is at the size right now that I can have a pretty comfortable relationship with, like, knowing a lot of people who leave regular comments on my videos and that kind of thing, who turn up to my streams regularly. It's when you get bigger than this that it becomes really, really difficult to keep in touch with everybody. And that's kind of why having the Patreon server is a really awesome thing, because then I can at least keep in touch with a core group of people who are kind of people I play Minecraft with on a daily basis, you know? I'm so cool. Thank you, Maximum Minecraft. I appreciate that. It's always really funny thinking that people think I'm a really cool guy, because I was not the cool guy when I was in school, you know? I was a pretty average nerd when I was in school, but yeah, I didn't have people telling me I was cool on a regular basis, which... What? I am still an average nerd, but I'm an average nerd with 7,000 subscribers, so in your face. Thank you. I love you too. My wife is qualifying my average nerdness from over there on the couch. No nerd is average, it's why people call them nerds. This is true, this is very true. Wise words. Are you Yoda as well? A slightly more cynical Yoda, perhaps. Yeah, like, one of the other things I really wish could happen on these streams is, you know how Americans... You know how Americans... No, like, American YouTubers and some other guys around the world, I think in Australia it's enabled as well, they have this option where people can make a one-time donation through YouTube just by clicking on, like, a fundraising link in the corner, and they can make, like, a $5 or, like, a $1 donation kind of thing, which kind of is a different thing to Patreon if people just want to show their support and they don't want to donate monthly like they do on Patreon, or if they don't want to, like, have the rewards and stuff. Then they can do it that way. But in the UK, that option isn't available. It's disabled for UK YouTubers and you can't do it, which is kind of a shame, because I've heard a lot of people say that they would like to donate like $1 here and there just to kind of help me out, but they don't have the money to donate, you know, $8 a month on Patreon to join the server and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of a weird one, that. I do kind of wish that option was available to people if they wanted to use it. Apparently you sound funny. Yeah, as in, like, you're a funny person, not like, you sound funny. Potentially both. She says thank you. Fergie's back. Welcome back. Is Fergie your name? Synchronized gamer. Glad you're in sync with the stream today. In my school, if you can solve a Rubik's Cube, you're cool. Well, that's cool. I can't solve a Rubik's Cube. I would not be cool in your school. There's some hardcore maths going on in the chat as well. I feel like you're closer to Mace Windu, yeah. The purple lightsaber and everything. Samuel L. You want to donate $50? Wow, thank you. I mean, if you can't spare the money, then don't. Like, I feel like that is one thing that, like, BOO, when he talks about donating and stuff, gets absolutely right. Like, if you can't spend the money, if you can't spare the money, then don't. Like, above all else, make sure you can provide for yourself. Make sure that you're not spending money that you don't have, that kind of thing. Like, if you don't have the money to spend, then keep liking my videos, watching streams, supporting my content, leaving comments, that kind of thing. That all helps me out, helps me get seen by other people on YouTube, that kind of thing. So please don't consider donating unless you've got the money to spare, because I wouldn't want anybody to spend more money than they had. How old am I and what's my real name? I'm not going to tell you my real name on the stream because I don't do that. I've kind of made a point of not doing that, but my real name is out there and you can find it by watching some of my Decidedly Vanilla videos. Or I think I mentioned it on my single player series as well. I'm 28 years old though, I can tell you that for sure. I occasionally have to think about that, like I kind of go, am I still 27? And then I'm like, no, I'm 28. The inevitability of death creeps ever closer. No, I kid. It's all good being 28, except for the fact that I don't have a job. But we'll get to that. I have a couple of applications in right now. So, we've managed to carve a decent chunk out of this, and now we're going to start making it look like Yoda. So I'm going to have to start getting up a reference image so that I can see what Yoda looks like. And we're definitely shooting for Frank Oz puppet Yoda as opposed to CGI Yoda. And I know they look pretty similar, but yeah, that's something I definitely want to be sure of. So, yeah, Yoda, wow, okay. That's what the old boy looks like. Fair enough, let's get that up on the second monitor. I have a second monitor now, which is nice. So yeah, what kind of colour palette do we need to work with to make Yoda? This is going to be fun. He's going to be mostly slime, I think. Unless, what else can we put in? Like, if we put in lime-stained clay is just kind of too bright. But maybe we can go for a more cartoony, like, Clone Wars style Yoda. I don't know. Kane is joining and rejoining. I think that may be an issue with his internet, so I'm not too worried about that. Yes, I am married. The other voice you've occasionally heard on my streams is my wife. Are we just doing Yoda's head? No, we're doing entire Yoda. We're doing complete Yoda from this 16 by 16 block of terrain, is the plan, anyway. So yeah, we need to figure out if that is going to be alright for a colour. Other stuff might just be a little bit too bright, I think. You hacked Kane's interwebs. Yeah, it's a cross between slime and lime-stained clay, and I think slime is just not going to be right for a building material. Plus, if you got up really high, you could bounce off of Yoda's head and into the swamp, which would be kind of funny, I guess, but there you go. This is going to take a while, Zach, you're right, but we're going to be here streaming for a little while, I think, so I'm not too worried about it taking a little while. We need to kind of get like a ridged forehead going on. And he's going to be quite large, is Master Yoda. He should be Master Yoda at all times. Like, if you just call him Yoda, fair enough. But I think Master Yoda is the respectful way of referring to him. Just make a green goblin with hair. Not the green goblin. He's a green goblin, but not the green goblin. It's going to be interesting doing this. He kind of needs to be a little bit more domed. That's getting there though. That feels quite Yoda-ish. Dun, 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 dun. Love listening to blues. I don't listen to blues enough. I don't know why you're so insisting that I should use commands all the time. Like, why? Building stuff is more fun. What time is it? Right here, it is 8 minutes past 9. That looks like the start of Yoda's head. It's a sentence I never thought I'd say, but there you go. That's kind of getting there, yeah. Need to make sure we leave good room for the ears, because he's got massive ears. I really wish I was doing this in survival as well, but I just can't go and get the resources right now. Not and make this an entertaining stream. Thinking of using a blues track in the back of your DV. Yeah. Yeah, blues is awesome. Oh, you've got to go Maximum Minecraft? No worries. Thanks for hanging out on the stream, buddy. Great to have you here. Oh, this is one of Rick's songs. I was thinking that doesn't sound like Steve. It's looking great. Thanks, the troll. You're not doing a great job of trolling if you think this looks great. No, all good, all good. We'll turn this into Yoda, and it's going to be fantastic looking. He's just going to be hanging out here in the swamp doing his thing. Might need to put another little like dome section on top of his head just to round it out a little bit, because sometimes if you're building stuff on this kind of scale, it can end up looking a little bit weird if it just kind of stops halfway, you know? Yoda's eye is going to be somewhere in here. You definitely need to build this big to get the detail though, otherwise it's just going to look kind of odd. The stream stopped like the video ended. Oh, okay. Try refreshing stuff. It's you, the cat. Hello, the cat. Welcome. Oh, hi, spider. Get out of here. Get out of town. Back to the swamp with you. The joys of being in creative where stuff doesn't attack you. That's about right. Got to make sure it's at least kind of symmetrical. He doesn't have like the most symmetrical face in the world, but he's close enough, right? Check out all the slimes trying to invade the citadel down there. Stream just paused for you? Yeah, give it a refresh. Anyone who in the chat who says that the stream is paused, tell them to refresh, because that usually fixes things. At least in my experience, it does. Why don't I remember you? I think I remember your name. It's difficult when you have 7,000 subscribers to remember absolutely everyone. I will give you guys that. Thank you very much, Kane, for suggesting that in the chat. I do appreciate it. Oh, people talking to me on Skype on my laptop. I don't know if they're talking specifically to me, it's just in one of the chats I get notifications from. So yeah, this is no longer a tree. This is just a set of leaves attached to a rock, which is very strange. Hi, Captain Panos, how are you doing? Can always look up to Yoda. Yes, we absolutely can. Here more than most. We need to start the ears over here as well, don't we? He's got these fantastic curved ears. It's going to kind of be like that. Sort of, I think. I'm going to need to start getting rid of these leaves. They'll probably decay on their own if I take out a few of them, though. Hey, spider. Get out of the way. I'm trying to build Yoda. How dare you? Need to make the ears kind of like concave a little bit so there's like a space in them. Yeah, that's right, spider. You try it. Getting up in my business while I'm trying to build Master Yoda. That's getting there. That's getting there. Oh, this is a good song. Oh, that's looking ace now, right? That's Master Yoda right there. If we, I'm slightly worried that we'll run out of space before we hit the ground, you know. But yeah, I think we'll probably end up making like a little pedestal or something for him to stand on, or a rock or something, you know. So if we do run out, that's not too much of a problem. Hi, Brenna, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Prefer pentatonics. Yeah, I've heard pentatonic stuff. They're very good. They're so precise with their vocals. It's very impressive. Hundreds watch after the upload. They do. They do. Am I going to vlog sometime? Maybe when I get a slightly better camera on the go. Like, this webcam is good for streams, but I don't know if I'd use it to vlog with. But yeah, I might vlog when I have, like, significant updates to talk about with my channel and stuff. How's that looking from above there? Yeah, ears need to start over here, I think. Is that right? It's always really tricky kind of getting the proportions and stuff right over here. Because this kind of goes over 3, like that, and then the ear starts here, yes. We don't have to make the ears, like, perfectly symmetrical, but I really like the design of this one, so I'm going to try and keep it as close to this as I can, really. All these spiders up here. Goodness. Going to have to do something about this. Let's get a bow. Let's get a bow and take shots at them. Take the spiders off of Yoda's head. Get out of here. There we go. It's raining dead spiders. Anyone who's down there is like, what? I don't think there's anybody down there right now, though. How's everyone on the server doing? We've got Eric and Aislinn and KB still hanging out. They've all been suspiciously quiet, which means they're getting on with projects, which I like. Always happy when people can build some cool stuff. Find a base, that kind of thing. It's the best part of survival games, like starting over occasionally, you know? Am I going to watch The Force Awakens? Heck yes I am. I haven't like bought a ticket for it yet or anything, but you can't get rid of us. I don't plan to. Wasn't gonna suggest that as an option, but you know. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch The Force Awakens. I can't wait. I think it's going to be fantastic. Building your room in AC2. Oh, are you you teaming up with the other AC? Are you? Interesting. I think that's about right for the ear on that side. It needs to be connected up there, though, doesn't it? It's getting there. It's getting there. Not quite as symmetrical as all that, but it will do. Actually, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Right. You may already have bought tickets to an IMAX screening in December. Yes. I imagine a lot of people have already, and I would be among those people if I had the money right now, but sadly I don't. Siblings are going to watch Force Awakens the day it comes out. Yes, and rightly so. I think it's going to be really, really good. And I really do hope that by the time it comes out, I will I will have enough money to go and see it. Last movie I saw in the theatres was Crimson Peak, which is pretty recent, but I would love to go and see movies more often. I go by PixlRifts and Mr. Riffs for business purposes. Yes, that is true. Yeah, my real name is out there, and you can probably find it if you watch a couple of my videos. 22 Questions from Decidedly Vanilla Season 1 has my actual name in it, and in... which episode is it of... it's Housekeeping, the episode of my single-player series, Pix Plays Minecraft SSP. You will find it in there as well if you really want to know, but it's nothing special. And I always go by PixlRiffs online, so if you call me by my real name, I'm probably not gonna, like... probably not gonna respond to it. I don't know. This is so nearly Shrek. We're gonna make it more Yoda than Shrek, if at all possible. But it's kind of like, you know, the ears and everything. Like his ears are very specifically shaped Shrek, so it's not gonna be a Shrek thing. But want to avoid that if at all possible. That's gonna be eye ridges there, and yeah, I've got a picture of Yoda on this screen up here right now. So. Gonna go and watch Housekeeping. Okay, Davin, see you later. He's kind of got these, like... I just don't know how to do the eyes right now. Why do these witches hate you so much? Because they're witches, Eric. They hate everyone. It's the Sanderson sisters. Is it going to be like there? Kind of like this? It's tricky doing eyes, guys. Oh, I don't know. He's got such expressive eyes as Yoda. It's difficult doing eyes. We're probably going to have to get a little bit cartoony on it. He doesn't have that big of a nose. But I don't know, that's just tricky. Can you record on the Patreon server later? Yeah, go ahead. Like, it's in the rules. You can record YouTube content from the server anytime you like. Just bear in mind that if anyone asks in your YouTube comments, like, how to get on the server and stuff, make sure they know that it's a server for patrons only. How can we do Yoda's eyes, you guys? I think it might have to be quartz stairs. Can we do something like that? Because he's actually got, like, very human eyes. Aside from the fact that they're kind of giant, you know? Might need to enlarge his head a little bit then? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can manage. And if maybe if we could kind of do something like this. To make this super detailed, it would have to be much bigger though, that's the problem. Give Yoda a villager nose. Can you imagine a villager version of Yoda just sitting in the swamp going, ha, and dispensing wisdom, and everyone just thinks, wow, that's incredible. What can we do for the eyes? We could probably do nether brick slabs for the eyes, maybe? Just something like that. Oh, he looks a little bit spaced. Can we do it like that? I don't know. Stoned Yoda. Oh gosh. Get rid of that immediately. Nuh-uh. I think that's probably going to be the best we can do. Kind of like that, I guess. We need to have like proper... Oh, Corey's here. Hi, Corey. Welcome back to the server. If he has a villager nose, it's going to be like... Villager Yoda. Now he does look like Shrek. That's gonna be okay, I think. Can we do something like that, maybe? Just to give the eyes a little bit something different. Could work. Could work. We do kind of need to texture things a little bit. I'm kind of wondering if quartz blocks might just work better. Or snow layers. Maybe we can do something with snow layers. Where are they? There. Because... oh, I just threw a bunch of those. Come back. Snow layers. Because then... I don't think it's going to be a problem if it like... yeah, like that. Does that work? I feel like that maybe works a little bit better than the stairs. The stairs are just too obviously angular. And we can kind of make them... huh. Kind of like that. Maybe? Maybe. This is tough, guys. Did not expect it to be this difficult. Then again, when you set out to make a statue of Master Yoda, do or do not, there is no try. Why not use quartz? Because I don't know, quartz just doesn't quite, like it, his eyes are kind of like, relatively speaking, quite narrow. I just don't know if it'll look right. Can we give him like item frame eyes? That just looks a little bit weird. Yeah, Yoda is kind of round and lumpy, that's true. Yoda looks very organic, and Minecraft looking organic is difficult. He's got quite a like a serene expression in the picture of him I have right now. This is definitely looking more like Shrek than Yoda. Oh, it'll change, it'll change. We'll give him the right clothes and it'll look like Yoda. To be fair, like Shrek and Yoda do look quite similar in the way they dress and stuff. I think the main difference is going to be giving him the hair. Like if we give him some like wispy white hair around here, in the form of these glass panes. See if this works the way I want it to. Obviously he doesn't have this weird like ridged head at the back. He's not a dinosaur. I was thinking about using cobwebs actually, so that might be a good suggestion. Kind of makes sense considering the amount of spiders we've had up here for a start, but just little stuff like that. More around the ears as well. Yeah, like from a distance that's definitely looking more like Yoda than Shrek. Which I'm quite pleased with. To be fair, they do both live in swamps too. They have so much in common. They dispense wisdom. There we go. Yoda has kind of like has these cheekbones that come out like there as well. Can you imagine like starting out trying to make Yoda and then coming back with Shrek and going, what? It's all I had. It's all I could manage to do was make Shrek. And DreamWorks people would just be like, that was genius. Yeah, once we give him a lightsaber it'll look a lot more like Yoda. If we can make the lightsaber out of slime, oh, that's a good idea. This Yoda could become legendary. Gonna have to take this bit down so you can actually see him. Maybe we can get rid of those and just have that like a little further back, like that. He's got a good chin as well, Yoda. Was it Mumbo Jumbo who ended up pranking somebody on Hermitcraft so they had like a giant Shrek statue outside of their base? I'm pretty sure it was Mumbo who did that. There's some other stuff we could throw in here just to make this look a little bit better, a little bit more put together. I'm trying to think. Kind of wonder if moss stone would look good. Just like, I don't know, maybe not. He's got this kind of like greyish, dirty look about his face. What's it like to have so many subscribers and people who like me? It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, like, there are definitely a few things I'd exchange it for, but those are mainly because I'm poor and I need money. So I'm like, if I could just trade my YouTube success for a decent job. I mean, I would love this to be my job instead, but I just don't think that's ever going to be particularly feasible. He's looking not round enough right now. It's just difficult to kind of do the chin there. I don't know. One arm with the cane, the other with the lightsaber. Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. This is like a heck of a comeback for this this chunk error, though. I was a chunk error, and then they turned me into Yoda. I was one of the most annoying technical issues ever experienced on a server, and then they made me something fantastic. I wonder if we can do something underneath his, like under his nose, to make it look like he has nostrils. Let's build with some detail here. Let's think outside the box. What do we have? I guess like trapdoors and stuff could maybe work. They'd be in redstone, wouldn't they? We can kind of do that. I don't know. Or there. Is that going back into Shrek territory again? I think it might be. I don't know, the mouth is just freaking me out a little bit. I feel like maybe the mouth needs to go one back. Corey's got a lot of cobble, apparently. Where did it all come from? Good question. Villager knows. Again, like this. Oh, I don't know. It's also been night for ages, hasn't it? It feels like it's been night for so long. This is looking kind of skeletal for Yoda as well. He needs to be a little bit chubbier. I mean, it doesn't help that it's in Minecraft and everything's all blocky and angular to begin with, but yeah, he just needs a little bit more roundness in his face, I think. We can just make those two kind of like that, maybe. Oh no, Eric! Sad face. Oh, I don't know. People chatting at me on Skype again. Apparently I'm fired. Why am I fired? That's looking about right. His eyes are still a little bit weird and grim, but there you go. I'll figure out how to make him look a little bit more wise. KB found diamonds, well done. Hello Kihara, welcome back. Is this yoga? It is Master Yoga, yes. That's the plan, at least. I'm glad it's like I'm glad somebody who's just joined the stream is like, is this Yoda, and not, oh, you're making Shrek. Yoga, the hipster housewife version of Yoda. Indeed, indeed. So yeah, he needs to have more of like a rugby ball kind of Stewie Griffin shaped head, I think. That's good, that's good. Ears do need to connect down there. Yoda doing yoga would be awesome. He probably does. That's what he teaches the younglings. We don't mention the younglings. I am ready to get started on this guy's body. I think I've done as much to the head as I can. those two in as the chin. I reckon that'll probably do us. Maybe we could... no. Yeah, like that. Nope, too much Shrek. He needs to at least have kind of a pointy chin. I never knew there was such a fine line between Shrek and Yoda until today. I'm learning, guys. Starting to come along, it's looking very good. Thank you very much, Synchronized Gamer, I like it. You can hear the skeletons burning in the sun, it's a good sound. Something a bit more like that, maybe. Yeah, if you see it from the top, that's when you know it's Yoda, because he's got the hair. I do want to try out Cobweb for the hair, though. The thing is, his hair is all kind of wispy, at least in the image I have of him. Where are cobwebs even? They must be... oh, they're up here. Okay, good. Not going completely mad. Because cobwebs, if you put a lot of them in one place, they look kind of... there's a lot going on, you know? I don't know, I think this might look better though. Yeah, that's a little bit more Yoda, isn't it? I swear glass panes are the most annoying thing to remove in this game. There we go. You need to get a couple in there so he has nice hairy ears, that's what you want. He's generally quite a hairy guy, is Yoda. How about we actually keep that part of his skull right there? Cool, cool. Oh, the winter time is coming. There's an ominous lyric. There's a Game of Thrones lyric for you. Yeah, that's looking like Yoda. Good times. Right, let's actually get started on his clothes and his body and stuff now. To build the back of his head out. Ah! Taking out a bunch of blocks on the way down. Not sure you're feeling that many cobwebs. Yeah, we can adjust the number of cobwebs later. It's not like we don't have to keep them all there. I'm just kind of filling it in for now. I might even do a combination of the cobwebs and the glass, because I thought the glass wasn't too bad. His head needs to come out to about there and then stop. I have no idea what they're talking about in the chat, so it's kind of funny seeing like no context for this conversation they're having. Nice Yoda. Thank you, Mike the Gamer. I'm glad you like him. Can we get Frank Oz in? I wish. It'd be amazing to meet Frank Oz. He's been responsible for so many of the like important characters in my childhood. Miss Piggy. He also directed Death at a Funeral, which is another one of my favourite films. That's looking good. That's looking good. Hi James. I do remember you from the last stream. Thankfully the last stream was not too long ago. Oh, apparently KB's a genius now. Fairly certain we can see a couple of people in the chat refute that at some point, but hey. Hollow his head with a library inside. Now there's an idea. There's an idea, Sparky. As wise as Master Yoda. that's about right for the curvature of his head, isn't it? Maybe kind of there and then that. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. You don't want the back of his head to look kind of too flat. But then it's not going to be as bulky as the front of his head is. Welcome back, Aislinn. Am I good at command blocks? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Don't know the first thing about them, to be honest. I've not touched the things very much. To be honest, I barely know, like, type commands. When it comes to command blocks, I defer to other people who are much better at them than I am. We should put an enchanting setup inside of Yoda. People could, like, climb up a ladder inside of Yoda, enchant stuff in his head. That would be fun. I reckon we can do that. We could call it, like, taking advantage of his wisdom. Used to be one over that way like that. Yeah. There we go. Shrek is going to get Shrek'd when you're done, Yoda. Shrek versus Yoda. Shrek is not going to come out on top of that. Dave Gaming is here. Hello, buddy. You were able to get on the server briefly earlier on, but... Oh, he spawned underneath the bridge. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. I tell you what, I'll TP you into a slightly better place. How about this? You know what? I have a feeling this isn't going to be tall enough. He's going to be, like, standing on the... like a few blocks down from there. Yes, much better than drowning. You're not going to drown like Aislinn did earlier. Never again. Don't want to see my server mates drown like that. Am I still going to be streaming later? Depends how much later, to be honest. I'm probably going to stream until I get this Yoda statue done. Let's be real. Maybe not quite like that, but yeah. Nearly drowned, yep. Hollow him out a crater. That's probably what I'm going to have to do at this point. I don't know what was here before. He's going to be like half standing in the swamp with like a bit of mist around him and stuff. Like when Luke finds him in Empire. It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm still not super happy with his face, but then there's not a whole lot I could do about that, really. Can't do much with Yoda's face at this point. Wait a second. Does that just look like his mouth has been stitched up, or is that actually good? Let me know. Or if I just kind of do that, or the other way around, just to kind of give the green a little bit of texture. There we and then that's where his clothes can start. And his clothes are going to be dead easy because, for real, it's just brown wool all the way down, and then like a jacket kind of thing over the top of it. The problem with this is the vines are going to grow, so I'd have to put string around them to make sure they didn't grow. Nice Shrek. This is Yoda! The problem is I can't use the excuse of like, he's in a swamp, because Shrek lives in a swamp. It's Yoda. I really do hope the clothing kind of sets it apart a little bit, but they do have such similar clothes. Yeah, the ears are pretty much the only difference between Shrek and Yoda, that and height. I'm doing a giant Yoda. Yeah. Man, if this was Build Battle. Oh, it's getting towards night again as well, so... Hey, yeah, can't be Shrek, no donkey. Exactly, exactly. I'd like to see them make, like, horrible, inappropriate meme videos about Master Yoda. Please don't. Please don't ever ruin Yoda for me the way people have ruined Shrek. Not that Shrek was ever that great to begin with, but... if they did anything like that to Yoda. For a start, I don't think I'd be the only one who was mad. I'm pretty sure everybody else in the world would legitimately be mad at you. But, yeah. If you give Yoda a lightsaber, it won't look like Shrek. Yeah, I'm giving him a lightsaber, I'm giving him a stick and a lightsaber. He's not going to look like Shrek. If I do one thing tonight, it's going to be making this not look like Shrek. The server is my Patreon server. This is only available to people who donate to me on Patreon as a reward for helping to support my channel. And helping to support my life, to be honest, right now. Can I build an Enigma decoding machine? Only if I can get this Yoda to not look like Shrek. I'll do a Terraria series. I've actually been more and more interested in exploring Terraria as a game. I just, you know, need to be able to buy it and stuff. The buying of it is the difficult part right now. I'm hearing a lot of spiders and bats standing next to Master Yoda right now, which makes me think he's hollow, which is a concern. But for real though, that's Yoda. Still going to have a stream on Saturday? Probably, unless anything else comes up, but we usually do stream on Saturdays now, so yeah, hopefully we'll be able to make that a thing. Good it is, yes! I used to be able to do good Yoda, I can't really do it anymore. I can kind of do Kermit. How many Frank Oz characters can we do collectively as a group? The other thing that's going to make Yoda different from Shrek is the feet. Yoda's got very distinctive feet. You don't really see them all that much in Empire Strikes Back, but in the other films you do. And there's some people in the chat are going to be like, what other films? But no, we have to acknowledge they exist. Oh no, Eric fell from a high place in the citadel. Where was that? Uh-oh, I hear explosions. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to quickly defend Dave against this zombie. Don't worry too much about the path, Dave, it's gonna be fine. Hi Susanna, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Today we're building Yoda, not Shrek. Definitely Yoda. Yeah, this is definitely not gonna... I didn't give myself enough height to work with, but that's fine. We can figure out something else to do with that. Dave, don't worry about it. It's fine. I made that path in like 5 minutes, and I'm in creative mode right now, so I could really easily rebuild it if I wanted to. We'll send you the bill. He has this kind of like necklace thing going on. It's not really a necklace, it's just like a... He's got like this black leather strap going on around here, like that. So we can kind of turn that into like a... into a thing, into a... like a collar almost. Just so it doesn't stick out loads from the rest of his outfit, you know? This can start coming in here. He's definitely going to have to be sitting in a crater. It's going to be a problem. You'll pay for it, no problem. Just came in this part of the stream, what am I doing? I'm building a giant statue of Yoda because that chunk error needed something big doing with it. So welcome to the concept of giant Yoda statues. 4 cobble and 3 gravel. Man, the server economy needs a boost. That's pretty much all we need for that part, because then... Oh wow, people are falling. Peeps be falling. I am slightly worried that some of these chunk errors have created really, really large pitfalls and stuff that people can fall down. Next thing we need to do is his kind of... his jacket thing. Everyone does keep falling. It's a worry. I think grey is probably going to be the best colour for that. It's kind of grey and white. I think is probably going to be the best set of colours. And right now it's going to be difficult to tell the grey wool from the grey stone. But there you go. Creeper with the top hat in the citadel. I don't know if there's room for a creeper with a top hat in the citadel right now. The citadel's kind of crowded. I wanted to build a ton of stuff there before we even launched the server, so there's already a lot going on in there. I'm gonna take my way out. Yoda! Whoa, hello. The creepers over here, man, I swear to goodness. I really wish I'd thought about doing more of like an action pose for this guy, because having him like, you know, brandishing a lightsaber. He's obviously going to be holding a lightsaber eventually, but I feel like it would make the face look a bit more interesting if he kind of had an expression of like, I'm going to attack. But you know, it's Yoda. He's wise. He doesn't need to attack. He knows he's got the situation under control. That's definitely getting there though, right? Yes, Unturned will be returning once probably when I end up switching to Windows, which is inevitable. I've just been putting it off for as long as possible. That's going to be shoulder right there, and arm coming down like that. I guess this works. A ton of mushrooms there now. Hi Casey, I'm building a giant statue of Yoda in my swamp. I'm doing it in creative because I can. And he's gonna have arm coming down like this. Yeah, that's about right. It's so much easier building organic stuff when you can fly as well. Is this white wool? Because I need some grey up in here, just for shading purposes. Sebastian is causing trouble right now. Creeper Central got lit up. Nice, good work. Probably for the best. Hold his lightsaber in his hand and have the other hand extended out. Yeah, it was either that or have him hold a cane, and I feel like, yeah, one or the other could work. It's getting there, it's getting there. It does need to be a little chunkier than that. There we go. And if we can have a hand kind of here. That's roughly Yoda's hand. Kind of like that. And then if we can do lightsaber, probably it's either going to be stained clay or it's going to be like stone brick and stone and stuff, right? Because yeah, having like the hilt come out is going to be kind of tricky. It'll have to be like that. And then slime. Slime is so good for building lightsabers. Look at that. Now it's Yoda. Yeah! Sweet. We'll probably just have it do that. Huh? That makes more sense. Way downtown. Think that looks alright?
It's awesome.
It's kind of like a bust of Yoda right now. Way downtown. You think they need to be bigger?
Yeah, look at his ears in the picture.
Well, they're quite long. You're right, but I just wanted, because Shrek's ears do the kind of like outwards and then like that, and so I wanted to make sure it wasn't like too Shrek looking.
No, Shrek. That looks more like Shrek's ears to me.
It does.
Because they're tiny. They need to be bigger down here.
Like around there, yeah.
Like look,
Yeah, nice.
No, go forward so I can see the front.
Because, yeah, they need to kind of
See
curve
where his
around like that.
See where his eyes are at?
Yeah.
See where his ears are at in comparison to his eyes?
Oh, okay,
They need
yeah.
to be lower
Yeah,
and,
okay.
like, straight out.
I got you, I got you.
Yeah.
Mrs. Rifts is my my Yoda design specialist today.
Well, I'm just looking at the picture. His ears, like, come
So
in.
kind of more like that, and then they kind of go out to a point.
Yeah, but lower. Like,
Lower than this, yeah. Okay.
look at how high the ears are in comparison to where his eyeballs are at. Sorry, I just want to, like, undo your work, but...
No, it's fine, it's fine. It's
If you don't wanna
Minecraft.
look- if you don't want to look like Shrek, then... But the ears, though.
Have it kind of go like this. Do the lightsaber out of glass and lights. Yeah, I could do that. I just think slime is such... It looks kind of luminescent even without it even having to have lights involved. You know? I just keep wanting to add bits to the lightsaber. It's like, make it bigger.
Is your little picture you've been showing your head? Is that where the camera's really high up?
No, it's there.
Oh, it's still kind of low.
Yeah. Hello? It's kind of... It's being pushed into that position by the fact that it's wedged between the two monitors, I think.
Like all the towels are in the background.
Yeah, well... People couldn't tell they were towels until you pointed that out.
Sorry.
Yeah, we wash things in our house. Wow. Kind of needs to taper to a point like that. That better? That's a bit more Yoda. It's definitely a bit more like the reference picture I have. Yeah. We need to do
See, look at how puny his other ear is compared to
yeah, that is true. That is true. Oh, it's Yoda. Yes. Finally, somebody logs in and is like, "It's Yoda," not like, "Why are you doing this weird Shrek statue?"
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, people were calling it Yoda before, but yeah, I think you've definitely. Can we jump off his head onto the lightsaber? You can certainly try. You'll have to get through all the cobwebs and stuff first, but yeah. Boing. Oh no, I didn't even jump that time. Turns out you have to be good at jumping to be able to jump off his head onto the lightsaber. Jump! Oh, not quite. With the right angle, I think so. There's a creeper on the back.
How rude!
It's gonna blow up Yoda. Not if I can help it.
No.
No, he wouldn't be able to blow up anyway because I'm in creative mode.
Oh.
Right, now to make the other ear the same as that ear. Mrs. Pix saves the day, as she so often does. Thank you, Elliot. I'm glad you think it looks cool. How many people do we have watching right now? We've got 14. That's awesome. I think a lot of people have come and gone during the course of this stream because, you know, it's a Wednesday. It's a school day, you know. People got their stuff to do, places to be. But thank you guys for hanging out because this has been a lot of fun. I'm not leaving or anything, by the way. It's starting to sound like the kind of stuff I say when I leave. But nope. Carrying on with this Yoda thing until I get it done, I think, at this point. KB is standing atop wise Master Yoda's head. Is that about right? Obviously it needs to end lower, but just looking at that angle of it. Yeah.
No, that's too sharp of an angle.
It's like that. It's too high on that side. Kind of goes like there. Is... Any idea?
Right.
Somebody's talking in Spanish in the chat.
Oh.
I unfortunately do not read Spanish, so...
Oh wait, no.
Oh. Are they spamming?
In 2 weeks. Playing, describe a memory.
Well, it's a good thing this isn't a Spanish-speaking stream, is it? I think that's about right.
Yeah, right, they're still a little small.
It's a little bit like... You did it! Yay! I think maybe if we make it more pointed, like in that direction. Or it's more like that. Needs to come down a little further over here. Yeah, yeah.
You know why I'm so sure I'm pretty clear. But yeah. Something about
That's a bit more like it. Still not 100% pleased with the mouth, but what can you do? Please don't give Yoda an earring. He could be the pirate Yoda, because we've got the pirate ship over here now. He can be, yeah, pirate Master Yoda. I think what we need is... we need more texture in the lightsaber. So we need to have like an andesite kind of thing there, and... there's so much you can do with grey in this. That's the thing. So like having chiseled stone brick there, that looks well lightsabery. And yeah, we'll just put a regular stone block in there.
what's your favorite Star Wars character?
My favourite Star Wars character, to be honest, Yoda probably is. I mean, yeah, there's excuse me, there's favourites from a few of the movies, but yeah, Yoda is one of those characters who's in pretty much all of them, give or take. And I think he's not in A New Hope at all. He's at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Someone just put a button on the lightsaber.
Put a button on the lightsaber. I guess so, yeah. That would kind of make
And someone
sense.
else just for the bottom of the lightsaber put an anvil.
An anvil? I guess. I'm always a little bit wary of using, like, utility stuff in builds, because then people could actually come along and use the anvil. Yeah, have it be like that. It's not bad. It's not bad. I still think it needs to be longer. And if we can put some kind of... I mean, that doesn't look like a particularly lightsabery thing, but just like illuminating it like that looks really cool. Can you stick slime... Can you stick torches to side slime blocks? You can. Wow, revolutionary. Yoda's stuck in the ground. He is. He's kind of half buried. But yeah, that's kind of fine for our purposes right now. Not too worried about him being stuck in the ground. I was considering making a crater around him and actually having his feet in there. But yeah, I didn't expect him to take up so much height, and so I started a little bit too low. And I started with the top of his head, which was probably a mistake. But then I had a giant pillar of stone to work with initially, so I think I did a pretty decent job. Yeah, this is what it used to look like around the back. Lightsaber blade should go above his head. Well, it depends kind of where he's holding
but then
it, but yeah.
The person says that it should be shorter. Yeah, everyone. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's debating the length of the sword.
I reckon as long as it looks impressive enough from ground level, it's not too worrying.
I think that looks a reasonable size.
Yeah, yeah, it looks alright.
It's tiny.
Hmm. I think as soon as the lightsaber goes in his hand, everyone's like, yeah, that's Yoda now. Shrek couldn't possibly hold a lightsaber. There we go. Listen to your dad's harmonica playing. It's good boogie. Can we maybe put in a little bit of like grey around here just to make it feel a bit more like a collar like that?
It's a little after 10.
It is a little after 10, yes. It's 10 past 10 right now. Large lightsabers result in unforeseen injuries with his fighting style. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there about actual lightsaber combat and the different forms and stuff. I remember reading some of it a while back and just being both amazed and baffled at the same time. How's Bastion doing? So this arm is going to be a little bit lower and is probably going to be holding a stick. It's either that or, yeah, have like the force palm kind of thing. GG, Dave. Blade length image reference. Okay, we're getting image references left in the chat now. Because Kane's like, hey, I can post links. There we go. We need a little bit more width in his arm right here. Can I do a world tour? You mean like of the server? Like a map tour? Or like around the actual world? Because I'm pretty sure you mean the former and not the latter. And if it goes in like that, then yeah, we can have his stick going down here. I like the idea of having a stick more than I like the idea of him having his hand out. But then it's kind of going into the ground again, so... That is not bad. That is not bad effort, considering I'm freestyling this entire thing. Your force push hand in this stance, it'll make him look like Buddha. Now that is tempting. That is tempting, Jake. Alright, you've convinced me. If there's a chance to make Yoda look like Buddha... And on how to move an anvil. Break it with a pickaxe, AC. They've convinced me to add his other hand doing like the kind of force palm kind of thing, if only because in this pose it'll make him look kind of like the Buddha. I'm like, any chance for some vague sort of religious blasphemy kind of thing. Although I don't know if Buddhism like necessarily talks much about blasphemy, because you know.
I don't know they don't use the word blasphemy, but they definitely like people that can get like tattoos of like the Buddha's image, like in places that are a bit like countries that are a bit more.
I thought you said. I thought you were going to say in places like, as in like in rude areas of their body.
Well,
like
it's probably even worse. Yeah, but no,
get the Buddha tattooed on their butt and stuff.
Yeah, no, that would be real. Yeah, it's more of a disrespect thing than a blasphemy thingy. But
Yeah.
They wouldn't use the word blasphemy, but yeah, they would definitely do that. I can't remember where it was. I'm blanking out where it was. There was some like tourist had a big tattoo of Buddha on her arm, and like she was documenting the country because they were like, well, Buddha coming, and she was like really offended that they like were offended by her. It was kind of hilarious.
That's
it was like, no,
silly.
they kind of reserve the right for that. You should
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you're traveling to this place, maybe you should done a little bit of googling, you know, about like what's
Like
considered
that, and then like that maybe.
acceptable in terms of
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Like cultural tradition and stuff.
cultural
You kind of got to.
norms and everything like that. Yeah, like. But yeah, like that hand thing, like it's kind of a religious thing in general. Like you see like pictures of like saints and Jesus doing that little
Yeah, yeah.
that the little hand maneuver, the blessing finger thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to work out if that's probably close enough to being like that in terms of like the size of his hand, the scale of the model, Minecraft.
His hand needs to be a little bit bigger than that.
You think?
Yeah. His hand's open, it's not closed.
It's more like kind of that.
Wait, how are you expecting? He's got 3 fingers, right?
He's kind of doing this right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Kind of
like,
like, dude,
what are you doing?
Yoda, what up?
What are you doing with his hand? Like, what direction is he supposed to be?
He does only have 3 fingers. This is true. It's just difficult to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like with Minecraft and with it not being like
Oh, that looks good.
it kind of looks a little bit like the rebel symbol in a way as well. I don't know. It's and now it looks like kind of like he's doing that. I don't know. I just don't like it when you have a diagonal and it looks like there's nothing connecting the two of them.
Yeah.
You know? But then there's no kind of stair blocks that I could use to kind of connect these two at all?
No.
No, I mean like there's no kind of green stairs in the game. All the stairs are made out of wood and quartz and things. Maybe if I kind of go like, or maybe if we kind of have it like that. I don't know. It's tricky. Alright, I reckon we can probably just leave it. Ah, fair enough. Thanks for hanging out, Kane. Your presence is always welcome. Thanks again for helping out with the server as well. Honestly, can't say that enough. So, we now have the Yoda instead of the Buddha. I need to work on the back a little bit, but I'm pretty confident that that is a good looking Yoda. What thing? What? It's kind of stuck in the block, I think. Hello? Touch, come to me, thank you. Anyone watch Spectre yet? Kane, who's just left, has already been seen Spectre. Please don't spoil it in the chat because, you know, there are definitely people who haven't seen it and I'm sure people will want to keep the events of the plot a secret. Still planning on digging him out. It would be a long and time-consuming process. It would, and I imagine that's probably something that I'm going to do eventually, because I do like the idea of having his feet down there as well. And he's right next to the witch hut, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I don't... he's too big for his hut. But yeah, I don't think we'll do that on tonight's stream. That's going to be too much for tonight. There's also a lot of water down there, apparently, so... probably best saved for another time. I think that's about where his head needs to start curving back around. I need to put some more cobwebs in over the back because he's clearly got hair on the back of his head more so than the front. Why is no one watching? It's, you know, the stream's been going on for a little while. It's a school day or a work day for some people. Did you miss the party? Depends. The party's still going, man. Hi Nathan, welcome back. Were you here for Yoda? Because he's looking good right now. Needs kind of more rounded back of the head, and this bit up here is kind of wonky. That's getting there. That's about right. He's got a lumpy head anyway.
His head toys seem to be super symmetrical. Someone's phone is at 5%.
No! Oh. I've uncovered some of Yoda's brains. Find out what makes him tick. Second furnace you made, you just got the achievement. Yeah, that happens. That'll happen. Probably haven't made a crafting table beforehand. Bye, Dragon Slayer. Have fun, dude. I'll see you on the server sometime. So I think around here we can probably start kind of bringing the robe into play. This isn't UHC, you don't need to achievement hide. True, true. What am I building? I am building a statue of Yoda, who's now got a creeper in his ear. Probably need to light up Master Yoda at some point, but yeah, we've... this was a giant chunk error, basically. This was kind of like that, I guess. It was kind of a huge pillar of stone, and I decided to turn it into something good, so I made Yoda. Somebody in the chat suggested that I turn it into a giant statue of Yoda because it's in a swamp, and yeah, that turned out to be an excellent suggestion. 5 years ago. It's turning pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I do want to dig out the area around here so you can actually have like feet and stuff, but right now it just kind of feels like a big statue of him, you know? It's adopt a chunk error today on PixlRift. It totally is, Eric. You are totally right. If anybody else wants a couple of chunk errors, there's some beautiful ones over here. Like this one, for example, which seems to have turned this area of the swamp into a plains for no reason. There's a couple of them that, yeah, like you'll notice that the terrain is all kind of turned around and the grass is a different colour. This is a river. This is actually a river biome. There's like a chunk of it in here. And to be honest, if any of these are still left around, we're probably going to restore them from a backup using MC Edit, so there is every chance that some of these will end up going eventually, but this one that I've turned into Yoda, definitely staying. Because I really like this. I'm glad this turned out this way. It gave me something cool to do on this stream, and yeah, anything that gives me something cool to do on a stream can't be a bad thing, really. Put a couple of blocks more here just to make the sleeve look a little better. He's kind of got a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man kind of vibe about him with the robe, but there's not much I can do about that, really. Swampy Plains, indeed, indeed. It's kind of like the, it's like Magic the Gathering when you have those, like, whoa, hello!
Oh my god!
There's like a cave inside and there's bats and stuff.
Oh, that's really cool!
Let's go inside.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, there's like a section of the cave system. There's some iron inside Yoda.
There's like one of each thing.
Yeah, kind of. All he needs is a skeleton. Was there a skeleton? Oh, there is a skeleton! Yay! Wait. I think I did see him, I just kind of didn't process it at the time. Right, anyway. What? No, he's down there. Be free, bats, be free! Join the others! Yeah, Yoda has a mob party. That seems to have happened. Nice pink shirt, or would you prefer salmon? No, I prefer pink. It's pretty pink. It's kind of an orangey pink, but yeah, I have no problem referring to this as pink. It turns out Swordfish Plays, one of my server mates on Decidedly Vanilla, has an almost identical t-shirt to this. I think he even bought it from a similar shop. So yeah, because this is from, I think it's from Target, and he got his shirt from Target, I think, so yeah, we're kind of t-shirt buddies.
Where is it the...
It's the Mossimo one.
Yeah, that's very good.
Forest biome, you are not the father. Yeah, what I was saying was, like, in Magic the Gathering, you get those, like, dual-purpose lands that are, like, swampy biome, foresty plains, you know.
Swampy biome?
I don't know. They all have names like that, though, you know? It's all, like, you know, turbulent swamp and, you know, half-dead island that's, like, black-blue mana or something. I haven't played Magic the Gathering for a while. I think the last time I actually played was when we went back and saw your family and Chris was playing. He's probably got a little bit better since we last played. Not that he was, you know, particularly bad at the time. Target, I thought, is there targets in England? I don't know if there are targets in England, but I got this in the States anyway, because these, I have a bunch of t-shirts that are basically the same style as this, that were a gift from my wife's family, and she's American, so are they.
Yeah, there aren't just
Skype is making noises over there. Target had to leave Canada, did they? That seems strange. I think this is okay. I think this is sort of okay. I don't want to move the sleeve around like that. That makes a bit more sense. Am I going to transform the whole thing into Yoda? Well, that's kind of the plan, yeah. I mean, I'm going to leave most of the core of it stone, but we might make him hollow and actually put something up inside of here. I'm not sure what yet, but yeah, that was why I mentioned earlier. That was the plan. So you could go inside and you could like use the wisdom of Yoda to enchant a book or something, or to have like a library in there was a suggestion from the chat, and I said yeah, like an enchanting setup or something would be kind of cool. Yeah, there's a couple of them around. I'm not too worried because nobody else is around here as far as I know. There's only a couple of people on the server right now too, so. And while I'm in creative mode, they're not going to be able to touch me. Oh, there is somebody here. Be careful of the creepers! I think that's Eric. He's running around in the swamp. Do mobs have to donate to get on the server? Yep. That creeper has paid me $8. I wish. You're watching very carefully. Thank you. Wouldn't want anything to happen to Master Yoda. You'll protect Yoda. We should set up some kind of like killing radius thing around Yoda like we have in the Citadel. So he just automatically kills any mobs that come near him. That'd be kind of hilarious. Tell you what, having this blues music on is such a nice change. Like I normally play with the Minecraft soundtrack in the background and there's so much like... There's some great music on there, but I just know it after a certain point, you know? And there's a different vibe when you've got like guitars and stuff going on in the background.
Why don't you play other stuff?
Just for copyright reasons. I don't want to get copyright strikes on my channel, and there are people out there who used to have like royalty-free music you can use and stuff, but I don't know any of them.
Oh, when you mean when you upload things too?
Yeah, I mean it happens when you're streaming as well.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, especially if you got monetized streams, people kind of get on your back about that, which I don't anymore because of Patreon. But yeah, Yoda uses lightning to kill mobs. Yeah, like summoning a lightning strike would be fantastic. Just using his like powers of the Force. He's kind of got a little bit of a lumpy back here, but I'm okay with that. I'm gonna dig my way out.
There's a hole in his back.
Not anymore. It is getting big, yeah. I mean, obviously it's a lot smaller than it was before, but he kind of looks a little bit chubby from this side, but that's okay. It's his robe. He also has like, I kind of wonder if I can do anything with like he's got kind of claws. He's got like thumb kind of claw, fingernail type things. I kind of wonder what we could...
I was wondering if you could do something with like a quartz stair.
The quartz stairs or birchwood maybe. Just kind of have like that.
Yeah, when you were trying to do like little...
I don't know. I'm not sure if it quite works. It's just getting the angle right as well. Like, where are his fingers even supposed to go at that point? It'd be great if it could start like halfway up somehow, you know, so it could come up the back,
Yeah.
sort of like that. But then that just doesn't look like a thumbnail, or does it? Actually, that kind of does look like a thumbnail.
Yeah. Well, it's a fingernail. It's not his thumb.
Yeah, but well, that one could be his thumb. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which way around is his
His hand's like this.
his
His left
hand?
His
Kind of
thumb-
like,
His thumb is that one.
I guess.
It could be his thumb. He's got deformed hand.
Oh, you never know. It's Yoda.
Why are you doing that with his hand?
It's just difficult with the diagonal one.
His fingers go up. If he's doing a force push, his hand would still be up. Like that. And then if he's doing like a some kind of just like a thing, see how that his fingers would still be up.
Yeah. Have to put a few around the lightsaber as well. Yeah, just kind of like that. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Or having one like
hand that.
having one there,
Wait, what?
because it's like pressing the button on the side.
Oh, I see.
Except I've had to get rid of the stone block for that. I don't know. I'm gonna get rid of those. I kind of like his hands just being green, and the logistics of that are just too much for diagonal fingers and stuff. I don't know. Wasn't feeling it. I need to get rid of this tree as well. It's just hanging out by his left ear. Do I have a PO box? I don't. Did I answer that question already? I don't know if I did, but no, I don't have a PO box. Not sure what people would send me at this point. Biscuits. Am I still collecting Prismarine stuff? No, 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 no. I've got tons. More than I will probably need to complete the Nether Hub at this point, so... Ugh, I'm thirsty. But yeah, if you wouldn't mind. Just water. Yeah. That's all we really have right now. Hi, William Ballard. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Yoda. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second here. Just need to get rid of that zombie in particular. But yes, you may notice from the giant green ears that this is a big statue of Yoda. As suggested by the stream chat. And when the stream chat suggests something, PixlRift delivers. Taking a screenshot of that. I can be pretty happy with that, I think. Just got to do the hair now, I think. We probably need a few fewer cobwebs. Somebody said like maybe not so many cobwebs, and they were right about that. We do kind of need to have them coming out in bunches from behind his ears, though. Kind of like here. Good night, Matthias. Thank you very much for hanging out on the stream. I do appreciate it. If anyone misses any part of the stream, then don't worry, it will be uploaded to YouTube afterwards. So you can watch it then as well. He's got more hair on the back of his head than he does on the front, really, so it's kind of like hanging out back here. Oh. I like water as well. Water is great. Most of the time I drink like fruit juice and cordial and stuff, and then occasionally I'll just have a glass of water and I'll be like, wow, water is really good. That happens to me sometimes. You just get really thirsty, you know, like the only thing that can possibly quench my thirst right now is a glass of water. Like, I know people who drink soda quite a lot and that kind of thing. Never really been, I mean, I've been a big soda drinker when I was younger, because when you're a kid you just have like everything sugar. But yeah, like recently I've just really gotten into like just drinking water. There needs to be like little patches of hair back here, because hair always grows there. Even on old people. Old people like Yoda. It's really weird having all these cobwebs on him. That's pretty good. Look at that creeper going up and down in there. Let's play whack-a-mole with this creeper. There we go. Do I have shaders? I do. I don't have them on right now, but I do have shaders installed on this. Let's see if we can get a nice clean shot of him like that. Pretty good. Pretty good, you guys. Yoda is hairy. He is. He is. Let's see what this looks like with shaders on, actually. Why not? Let's go for that. Ah, there we are. Heck yes. Look at Yoda. Look at him go. You can kind of see the torch through the slime blocks there, which is a little bit unfortunate, but just with the glowing sun in the background and everything. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Right, shaders are going to seriously lag out my my client. So, Harry Yoda, yeah, that is his first name. Oh, the server's back on easy as well. Oh gosh, okay, we need to do something about that. Yeah, having reset the server to resolve some of the issues we were having earlier on, we have now been reset back to easy. And Eric has spawned up on the on the fences over there. That's kind of hilarious. The Eric's meet at last. Who will draw first blood? No, I'm kidding, you guys. You guys will get along. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like, after he got done eating, so... Yeah. There we go, now he's got a bit more of like a collar on his robe. But that looks pretty sweet. I like that. Right. I think we're going to call it a night. I think we've done a decent night's work in there. Bit of Yoda, and of course we welcomed everybody to the patron server. I'll probably be back streaming from this server at some point over the weekend. Seems like a good thing to do. And thank you very much to anyone who's been hanging out on the stream with us as we as we build this giant Yoda in the middle of the swamp on the PixlRift patron server. This has been a lot of fun, and I really appreciate everyone joining us. Just closing up my reference image so I can check that the stream is still going. No! Yes, I know. All good things must come to an end. But thanks for hanging out. My name's been PixlRifts. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already, because I'll be making pretty much daily videos recently. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.